Hi, I want to talk today a little bit about our duty of care for the environment and for the planet and the future. So earlier in the week I was here at Sydney Uni and I picked up a copy of On Histoire, the latest edition, and it's got this really interesting article here in the middle section. It's by Zara Zadro and it's called Duty of Care, Cultivating a Court for Our Climate. And it's about the case, you might have heard of it, of 8 young people that launched a class action against the Environment Minister Sussan Ley and her decision in wanting to approve the Vickery coal mine extension. And they actually won the court case, which said that the Environment Minister has a duty of care for the environment and for those young people whose lives will be most affected by the climate emergency. In particular, if the Environment Minister keeps on approving coal mines, which are spewing out heaps of CO2 into the atmosphere when we burn those fuels. But to her massive discredit, Sussan Ley launched a counter-action, tried to appeal that, and was successful in appealing against those, having a huge legal case against those 8 students. She successfully appealed that to say that no, she has no duty of care to young people. I mean, what a criminal and nasty thing to do. To say, oh no, I have the right, to approve coal mines which will damage your future. I don't have a duty of care to you. I mean, that's just totally morally bankrupt in my view. But anyway, this article goes on to talk about, why the case was, the ruling was overturned, and it's instructive to read this and find out. So the court said that, well, it's not just those children that will be affected by the climate emergency. I mean, hello? So hang on, the climate emergency not just affects children, it affects all of us. Yes, I agree with that. So therefore, the crime is much worse. The responsibility of care, the duty of care is much bigger. Oh, but no, because it wasn't just them, the court said, oh no, that will strike that down. Another thing said is that, it's only the additional harm caused by that coal mine, not the overall harm of, the climate emergency and fossil fuels are doing in general. I mean, there's the saying, the straw that broke the camel's back, isn't it? Every little bit is making the problem worse. So you've got to stop every little bit. It said that, that the Environment Act only specifically, rules that it must affect certain endangered species or certain First Nations sacred sites. I mean, this kind of ignores the fact that, those species and those sacred sites exist on this planet, which is part of the whole Earth. It's not some detached component that's separate from the Earth. So, it's all being affected. It's not just this. It's just ridiculous. And you have to be able to establish a direct causation. This might be okay in the era when, you're just thinking about, someone pulls the trigger and it shoots the bullet and that causes someone to die. That's direct causation. But we are talking about the whole planet here, and one thing can have many knock-on effects. And as our human ability to affect the planet grows and grows, we are having a massive and increasing effect on the entire planet. It's the definition, the legal issues, the legal definition is too narrow. So obviously the law needs to change. The problem of the law is it has a very colonial perspective, that it treats humans as very much apart, separate from nature. We have total domain over nature, like in the Bible, to do what we want. This is very wrong-headed. We are embedded in nature. We are a part of nature. We are nature embodied itself. We have a responsibility to care for that. Absolutely, we have a duty of care. So the law is very limited in this respect. So we can't just rely on the law to affect the really big changes that we need and to tackle the big problems that we face. We need activism activism, we need education, we need civil disobedience, we need social movements, and we need strong media in order to be able to counter the lies of the corporate forces that so seek to damage our planet for private profit. You know, we really do need these strong forces, and hopefully we can change the law as well to actually ensure the safety and the duty of care for the planet.
Authorised by P. Boyle for Socialist Alliance, Ultimo, New South Wales.